the archive and record manager for Barnardo's. Well, obviously we have records that date back to around 1870. We've looked after nearly 400,000 children since 1870, so we have a large volume of information for people that think they may have had a relative that grew up in a children's home. Okay, well, probably the best way to start would be to go and get a birth certificate for the person. We need the basic details, their date of birth, preferably their full name, and the area of the country that they may have come in from. It does help. I mean, half of the people that inquire will have had nothing to do with Barnardo's, but if we know what area of the country they come from, we can quite often help by signposting them to other organisations for information. Family history, in terms of in terms of somebody that was alive, it was probably linking a brother and sister who hadn't seen each other for over 70 years, who happened to write in on the same day. She knew about him and remembered the day that he went, but he knew nothing about any family that he had, and their letters appeared on my desk on the same day. So that was probably the biggest, most amazing coincidence I've ever had to deal with. But in terms of actually descendants looking for information, as I say, quite often half of those that come we're not able to provide information to because they didn't actually have a link to Barnardo's. But because we're such a well-known organisation, it's a good starting point. But we're quite often we get letters in from different branches of the family asking for information about the same person. And we're able to link families in that way. So on a number of occasions we've managed to reunite families purely because they've both had this family myth that their relative was in Barnardo's. And I can think of at least 4 or 5 occasions in the past where we've reunited family members even though their ancestor had nothing to do with the organisation as such. So that's probably the fact that we keep that information has really helped people.